Welcome back to History and Freemasonry, where ancient symbols reveal timeless truths. Atlantis, the lost origin of Freemasonry. Manly, P. Hall's forgotten truth. What if everything we know about the origins of civilization is wrong? What if beneath the myths of ancient gods, sunken islands, and sacred temples lies a forgotten truth? A truth preserved only in symbols, guarded in temples, and passed down through degrees of initiation? This is the story of Atlantis, not just a myth, but the root of our most sacred traditions, including the mysterious fraternity of Freemasonry. In his compelling work, Atlantis and the Gods of Antiquity, philosopher and 33rd degree Mason Manly, P. Hall, reveals a deeper layer to the Atlantis myth. Not simply a sunken city, he writes, but a repository of secret knowledge, an ancient order of priest-kings who understood the divine laws of the universe. These priest-kings weren't fantasy. Hall describes them as initiates of a high order, deeply spiritual beings who ruled with both wisdom and power. But what happened to this golden civilization? Their downfall came, Hall says, when the sacred mysteries were profaned. When the Atlanteans misused divine knowledge for selfish ends, the gods, or nature itself, struck them down. The island was swallowed by the sea, echoing Plato's account in Timaeus and Critias. But, Hall insists, their wisdom did not perish, but was transplanted into the fertile soil of Egypt, where it flourished until the birth of modern Masonry. This is where Freemasonry enters the tale. According to Hall and many other esoteric scholars, the ancient Egyptian mystery schools were descendants of Atlantean rites. These mystery schools, centered around temples of Isis, Osiris, and Thoth, preserved the spiritual science of the soul, the stars, and the structure of reality. Albert Pike, another Masonic giant, writes in Morals and Dogma, "The legend of the lost word, the search for light, the regeneration of the soul, these are the echoes of the ancient mysteries." But Atlantis didn't just seed Egypt. Hall saw connections between Atlantis and the Mayan and Incan civilizations, which also venerated godlike sages, figures like Quetzalcoatl and Viracocha, who arrived by sea and taught cosmic law, agriculture, and temple building. In Hall's words, these were not primitive tribes, but custodians of astronomical and metaphysical truths passed down from an Atlantean source. Even the pyramids, both in Egypt and Central America, echo a shared sacred geometry. So, how does this ancient wisdom live on today? In the symbols and structure of Freemasonry itself. The degrees of initiation, entered apprentice, fellow craft, master mason, mirror the ancient rites of purification, enlightenment, and rebirth. The square and compass, the all-seeing eye, the working tools, all trace back to Atlantean wisdom, encoded through the Egyptian mysteries, then Greek, then Hermetic, and finally Masonic teachings. Masonry teaches that we are builders, not of stone, but of character. That we are temples, not of brick, but of spirit. But Manly P. Hall warns us, we may be repeating the mistakes of Atlantis. He writes, "Our age faces a similar crisis. We possess the knowledge, but not the wisdom. The soul of civilization is again in danger of being lost in the deluge of materialism. Just like Atlantis, our fate depends on how we handle power. Freemasonry is more than tradition. It's a beacon from the past. A reminder that knowledge must be tempered by virtue, that truth must be protected, not corrupted, and that somewhere beneath the waves of time, the light of Atlantis still burns." If you find Masonic history enlightening, please like, share, and subscribe, and continue your journey in the light of the great architect of the universe. Thank you.